one. True story, as most storytellers know, they're basically giving a front, a middle, and a back end. Climax, if you will. Cinching it all up so it's nice and neat and tidy. This is a real incident that happened to me. So I was at the restaurant and I had this table come in of 10 ladies, and you can already tell when somebody, comes in with an attitude. It's an air, an aura, if you will. I have words of knowledge, so I usually know this is not going to be a lot of time investment for me because the payoff's not there. Just saying. So they sit down and immediately they're like, oh no, we need new glasses. And I'm like, okay, you need new glasses. All you need new glasses? Okay, hold on please. Truck my little rear end back into the kitchen and I bring out a big old tray of glasses, dripping wet and everything, and I put it right in the center of them. I'm like, okay. So I'm Angie, I'll be taking care of you, and I'm, putting the glasses out, and they're like, my chair is shifting. I can't sit in this chair. I need another chair. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing the glasses. We'll get to the chair in a minute. Let's take it in order, ladies. So they're like, well, I want something to drink. I want the hors d'oeuvres. And I'm like, okay, so when I'm finished this process, we'll make sure we get her a chair, because you ain't running me. Just saying. So we got two of the ladies their chairs, and next thing you know, they're all going around the table and telling me what they want to drink. So I'm in close proximity to the bar, and that happens to take 10 years sometimes. So I got the time, I'm chilling, I'm gonna see how slow I can go in this endeavor. So I'm bringing out 2 by 2 the drinks, and it's not rocket science, it's a cab, it's a Merlot, whatever. I don't know the particular name that I'm sitting down in front of them because I do have other tables. Imagine that! I actually have another table beside y'all. Okay. So when I put the Cabernet in front of the one chick, I'm like, Cabernet? She's like, oh, I ordered Merlot. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, I ordered Merlot. And I'm like, okay, yep, that is Merlot. You're good. So I go back to the bar. I mean, whatever. The wrong thing came off my lips. Not a big deal. I almost thought about taking a little sip right in front of her just so that I could calm her, but that probably wouldn't have gone over well. So when I come back with the cab and I put it in front of the lady and I said cab, the other lady was like, but you said you gave me the cab. I said, yes, I said that when I set it down, but I made a mistake. Oh gosh darn it, I can't believe I made a mistake. That means I corrected myself right in front of everybody. Yes, ladies? Merlot. Would you like me to ask the bartender? Because that'll buy you some time. So, I mean, I'm just saying it's taken a little while as it is, just trucking back and forth to get your drinks all in one fell swoop. But if you want me to, you do? I can tell by your facial expression? Okay, great. So I just picked it up. I did one little wrap around, a stroll, and just basically set it back in front of her. Yep, it's Merlot. Okay? So we take the hors d'oeuvre order, and I'm like dealing with everybody else, and you could see the demonic oppression coming over the one lady, and she was, contorting and whatnot, and she was a little bit upset because, I don't know, I didn't give her the right salad. Not true, she just asked for it modified, in a million different ways. Here's the thing, when you go out to eat, modifications don't go over well. They make my life hard, doesn't go over well with you either. Just stick to the scripts. That's what I'm saying. So when it came time to wrap everything up, she's doing the whole shifting in her chair, huffing and puffing. And then there's this famous scripture that says, the enemy walks to and fro on the earth, looking for whom he can devour. It's basically this pacing type of thing. That's pretty evil. This chick gets up and does it. So I noticed that she's literally pacing around the whole dining room. She's going into the bar. She's looking for the manager. I'm like, can I help you with something? She's like, I want the manager. I'm like, no problem. I already go back and give the 411. I'm like, looking for trouble. You could kind of tell, utterly discontent when they sat down. I'm just saying, I'm not jumping through hula hoops. And if they want something for free, take it out of my tab because they ain't getting it. Everything's been perfect. They came in with the tude. I can't do anything about the restlessness that's going on inside of them. So he's going over there and he was chill and he's like, he's smirking, and I'm just walking around the table. I'm clearing plates at this point because she's causing a scene. So she's like, I want her job. I want her job. And I'm like, oh, this one is feisty. And I lean in and I'm like, sweetie pie, you can have my job. Kind of not my full gig, just saying. My car's parked actually in the first parking lot. The space right there. I can roll in flat 2 seconds. I'm like, and you can have my job if it's that important to you. I'm like, no skin off my back. Manager's like, Angie, please. I'm like, I'm just saying. So she says, well, you didn't have to be so stupid and put the cheesecake on top of the food because it's going to melt. I'm like, cheesecake is solid because it's baked together, doesn't melt. Sorry, don't really know what you're talking about because I don't receive the stupid thing either. Again, manager's like, Angie, kitchen. So now I'm holding up, the kitchen doors. I'm like, I love entertainment. Let's see what this woman's going to go for, because we know the jugular is not going to be enough for her. And all the other people, they want separate checks. That takes 10 years in itself. So if you've got 10 people, 10 separate checks, you're buying yourself 10 extra minutes. I'm just saying that's a normal thing. You're going to clog up the system. Just the way it is. Most people understand that, not this table. So now they're all quiet and they're silent, probably because she's embarrassing them. And when it was time to run her credit card, lo and behold, she's a realtor. I'm like, wow. Now I'm weighing the cost. Saying something, not saying something. Really liking what I do as a career as a therapist, wanting to give her my card. Really wanting to walk out of the waitress gig because it drives me insane. But really loving the free entertainment I get for comedy. What to do? So I give her back her card and I was like, I moved here for real estate and I know how important it is to go by your reputation. I'm like, and you are so-and-so? I'm like, funny because I have friends in that office. I'm like, and I think they would be very interested that you were going after some little old waitress job and making threats to her. I'm like, but I don't know. Maybe you can take that up with them because I actually know them pretty well. Have a great day. And she slams it down. She's like, I need that manager again. I'm like, okay, come on over. Round 3, because we were on that one by then. Everybody leaves. She's walking out and she's like, bye, sweetie. And I'm like, bye, sweetie. Come on back. Of course you go back to the table, right? You think there's any tip there? No. Thank the good Lord that I don't put all of my worth into what people think of me. I used to back in the day, 20 years ago, when I first got it started. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I didn't do a good job and they didn't tip me. No. My service is never reflected in the tip, good or bad. I give the same service at all times. Yes, if I detect that you're gonna have a tude, I just combat it with giving you some space, giving you some time, sweating it out, asking for separate checks. I don't have to bow down to any of your little, this is going to be a problem because it's actually my turf. And so, no, not a problem for me. Bye-bye. Get to say toodles and you get to be on your merry way. And I pick up the pieces. I work on the rest of my evening and I make money from other people that are kind, that aren't miserable. They're not looking for something for free. And that is the way that we cope as servers when it comes to difficult people. And then you get to display it for other people to watch so they can learn what not to do when they go out to eat. Monologuing can be fun.